I'm John Talty. Alongside me is Michael Casagrande here talking Alabama's loss to Ole Miss on Saturday night. Still trying to figure out kind of how it happened and how it affects things going forward. Now, Michael, there are a lot of kind of takeaways from that game, but what do you kind of see as the biggest areas of impact or maybe areas of concern going forward?
Yeah, there's a lot of easy kind of look at the defense, giving up the points and all, but I think one of the things that we touched on, the offensive identity of this team. And it was kind of an offense that always been built on pounding the ball and throwing the ball off of that. And the fact that they're throwing the ball up more, I mean, obviously they had to coming from behind all night, but just kind of getting back to the basics of running the ball between the tackles and getting Derrick Henry moving. That's kind of always been the way Alabama's won championships around here is to pound the ball. And, they're not going to have Robert Foster out there catching passes anymore. That's one more target you're going to lose, probably one of your best targets. So maybe the biggest issue maybe is just getting back to running the ball a bit more.
Yeah, and I think going off of that, I mean, one of the areas of concern is just the offensive line isn't as dominant as it had once been. Against Ole Miss, you could tell they could not impose their will the way they used to. Nick Saban said on Monday that they struggled to kind of stop Robert Kimdishi. So athletic, they couldn't really do anything moving the ball for a lot of their different running plays. And I think that if they do try to go back to that old school Alabama offense, like they're going to need guys to step up on the offensive line beyond just kind of Cam Robinson and Brian Kelly, who kind of had a poor game himself against Ole Miss. I mean, that will be an issue if they try to kind of build their offensive identity. That's going to do it for us here in Tuscaloosa. We'll be back all week for updates on Alabama football.